My name is Dana Terry. I'm a single 52-year-old mother of 5 and grandmother of 5. My journey begins a little over 2 years ago in the summer of 2012 when I was accidentally shot in the stomach by my son, who was high on heroin and meth. As I first fought for my own life, I then fought to keep my son out of prison. I was able to get him into a year-long facility. I knew in my heart that that was the right thing and the right place for him. I too am a recovering meth addict, clean and sober for 8 years. After I was healed and went back to work within 3 months, I lost my job that I'd worked at for the past 3 years. I truly feel that things happen for a reason, and maybe it was time for me to make big changes in my life. I knew that what direction I was going to go, and I wanted to help others with their struggles with drugs and alcohol. My first step was to register at PCC. I then went and tested, which I tested very low, which was not a shock to me. It had been many years ago when I graduated from high school, and I graduated 9 months pregnant. Well, while attending high school, I never really went. I just was there to have a good time. Needless to say, I didn't learn much, but somehow I did graduate. As I started my classes, the one question that came to mind is, how did I get through life without being so uneducated? The stress of that alone, and not thinking that I'm smart enough to complete what I have started by going back to school, has truly been a struggle in my journey. In reading 80, I was able to read my first book I've ever read in my life. And I began with the basic noun, verbs, pronoun, sentence structure, which has improved the confidence in myself, so that I'm able to write papers that is needed for my classes. Having the same teacher in reading and writing 80 had also proven to be helpful. This is because the different styles that each teacher has to offer. Being able to combine the two would help a lot of others in the same boat as me. Math, on the other hand, is found to be a very most difficult to understand or pass. Math 20 was no problem, which gave me a great amount of confidence. When I moved to Math 60, that's when I really began to struggle. I've tried the Learning Center several times and tutoring, and still I could not pass. After not passing my midterm, I realized I'd have to drop it and do it again. On the second round, which I took Math 61, which I'm currently in, I have learned a lot this round. Have been tutored by my teacher every day after class, but once again I realized that I'm not going to be able to move on. To receive my associates in drug and alcohol counseling, I need to pass Algebra 65. Not really sure what algebra has to do with counseling drug addicts. I'm not ready to give up my goal. I'm a fighter, and I will do what I can to achieve my goal. The fact of the matter is, nothing worthwhile comes easy, so I will keep learning and keep bettering myself. Overall, my learning experience at PCC has been very good. The obstacles that I have are no different than most others. I work full-time raising a family and trying to better my education by attending PCC. Of course, trying to fit in study is time, which is needed to pass all my classes. I feel if there was a way to combine certain classes so that I wouldn't have to be taking a full 1.5 years before I can start my program. My true dream is to finish something that I've started, and that being school, and to walk away with my associate's degree in drug and alcohol counseling. Da, 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 da.